I don't remember my parents being married at all. Not at all. I remember them getting divorced, but I don't remember going on family trips. I don't remember them being together. So, my mom thinks it's weird, but I really don't remember anything about that time. I really don't know what it's like to have a mom and a dad in a household, to be raised in a house with both of your parents. I mean, I spent majority of my time with my mom growing up. I seen my dad on weekends and a few days out of the week. It wasn't like, everybody lived together. It wasn't like that.
I took it as, if mom and dad couldn't be together, that's cool. But as long as they're around for me, that's better. And as long as they're happy in their situation, honestly, that's none of my business as a child. If mom and dad couldn't make it work, who am I to pressure them to do that? I was growing up, I was taught to mind my business. That's grown folks' business. Ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I mean?
I think if I didn't grow up in a household with marriage, I wouldn't really know what marriage is. I think we have this false notion, especially us as millennials in our 20s, that marriage and even relationships are supposed to be trouble-free. We feel like it's supposed to be butterflies and rainbows all the time, and that's not at all what it is.
I'm not going to say marriage doesn't really hold any weight, but nowadays it kind of doesn't. People nowadays, they do it because it's just something that they think that you're supposed to do. Time says, well, you've been together this long, why not be married? You're this age, why not be married? But for me, I feel like marriage is a business. I know my worth, but I'm not going to sit here and tell everybody, like, I know my worth, so, I'm not going to date this person or that person. I give everybody a chance. But because I look at it like a business, I'm the CEO of my company. You know what I'm saying? And I got a really successful company. You want that promotion? You want to be married? You're going to have to earn that. Same thing with me. Like, if I want something, I know I'm going to have to work. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to work together to build a big company, then we got to be on the same page at all times. We got to have a good understanding. There's going to be a zero tolerance policy for a lot of things. You know what I'm saying?
As an adult, I view marriage more of a business than more of a partnership. You know what I mean? Because it's you don't necessarily have to be married in order to be in a fulfilling relationship, because I've seen it on all ends of the spectrum. I've seen people be married for 30 years and call it quits. I've seen people be together for 40 years and never put a ring on each other.
Your ideas about children and money and just so many things that I think do need to line up in order to be married, because in some ways it is a business. In some ways you do have to work as business partners in this partnership. So if you don't agree on those things, how do you move forward in your development? How do you raise children? How do you come to agreements on things in life? If you are looking at love only, that's not going to sustain you.
Because I grew up in a household with two married parents, or parents that were married to each other, rather, I got the end of the fights. I got the end of when you don't really like each other and you're just in the house together. I got the end of sometimes you may just feel like you're living with a roommate. I got the end of you're actually like building a life, and at some point the lovey-dovey thing kind of goes out the window and you have to raise your children together. So I got all those different aspects, along with the aspects of like, oh, babe, I love you this month. You know what I mean? So I think I just have a more realistic expectation of what marriage is and what it entails.
As I got older, I feel like when you marry someone, you're taking an oath in front of God, and you're not supposed to cheat on that person or do anything to betray that person. You're not supposed to get divorced. I mean, when you get married, you're supposed to be together forever. So the day that I do decide that I want to get married, it's going to be with someone who I know I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. I mean, I'm in no rush to get married now. I may have talked about it before, but am I serious about it now? Now? Absolutely not. Like, I don't know if I'll get married when I'm 30, 40, 50. Like, I don't know. I'm in no rush for it.